Welcome to Prime English Pod. My name is Ethan. And today, right now, in this moment, you and I take the second step together. A deeper step. A steadier step. A step into something real, something powerful. Something that starts shaping the way you live with English every single day. Take a slow breath. Let your shoulders relax. Let your attention return to your ears, to the sound, to the rhythm, to the energy of the language as it reaches you. Because English is not just a class, not just a word list, not just a subject that sits in a book. English is a flow, a living flow, a movement that grows in you when you welcome it into your day, your thoughts, your routines, your quiet moments, your busy hours, your small efforts, your small victories. And today, we begin building that flow. But first, I want you to settle into the space around you. Whether you're sitting, walking, studying, or resting, just settle in. Let your mind slow down enough to receive. Let your attention soften. Let the language reach you without pressure. Now, I want you to repeat after me. Not out loud, not with force, but gently, inside your mind. I learn every day. Let the sentence breathe. Let it echo lightly in your mind. Let it feel possible. Let it feel true. Again, I learn every day. Good. Now another one. I grow every day. Soft, clear, confident. And one more. My English flows through my life. This is not a slogan. This is not a motivational poster. This is the beginning of a new relationship with the language, a calmer, wiser, more natural relationship. You see, most people try to learn English the hard way. They try to push. They try to force. They try to memorize everything at once, to understand everything immediately, to speak perfectly from day one. But a language does not grow through force. It grows through rhythm. It grows through repetition. It grows through softness and consistency, the way water shapes stone not with violence, but with presence. And today's episode is about presence. Presence with English. Presence with yourself. Presence with the small moments that slowly build your fluency. This is why we call this episode Everyday English Flow. Because fluency is not something you chase. Fluency is something you build. Gently, daily, naturally. And right now, as you listen to my voice, you are not just listening to English, you are practicing a skill, a real skill, a powerful skill. The skill of letting English enter your mind without resistance. You're learning how to relax into the language, how to absorb its rhythm, how to let it become familiar, how to let it become part of your world. And this is the heart of today's message. You don't need perfection. You don't need giant goals. You don't need complicated grammar. You don't need to stress over every mistake. You need flow, daily flow, simple flow, gentle flow, flow that becomes part of your life. So let me guide you deeper. Focus on your breathing for a moment. Let the breath in and let it out. Slow, easy, natural. Now listen to these sentences, not just with your ears, but with your attention, your emotions, your inner space. English is a part of my journey. English is a part of my identity. English grows with me. Let them settle. Let them land. Let them reshape something inside you. Because learning a language is not just about rules, it's about identity. It's about becoming someone who feels comfortable with English, someone who lets English become a companion, a tool, a habit, a daily presence. You are not just learning English, you are living with English. And today, in this episode, we expand that presence together. Imagine you are carrying English the way you carry your phone, your thoughts, your music. Always with you, always accessible, always close. Imagine English as a soft background sound of your day. Not noisy, not demanding, just present. And when you welcome it daily, even for a minute, a breath, a single sentence, something changes, something opens, something grows. This is the flow. Now repeat with me again. I learn every day. I grow every day. My English flows through my life. Feel how the sentences shape your posture, your mindset, your breathing. This is the beginning of a deeper journey. Episode 1 opened the door. Episode 2 teaches you how to walk through it. Not quickly, not perfectly, but naturally, calmly, consistently. So, as we move forward today, remember this. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not slow. You are simply becoming. Step by step, word by word, day by day. This is the second step, a real step, a powerful step. And now, let's continue deeper into your everyday English flow. Now that your mind is settled, now that your breathing has softened, now that you've allowed English to enter with calmness and intention, we can begin shaping the heart of today's journey, your everyday English flow. And before we go deeper, remember this. All difficult words, advanced expressions, and challenging vocabulary from this section are listed and explained in the vocabulary portion of the description. So don't worry. Don't pause. Don't interrupt your flow. Just let the language move through you, and you can check the meanings later. For now, simply stay present. Good. Let's continue. English becomes powerful when it becomes part of your rhythm. Not a task, not an obligation, not something you must learn, but something that naturally fits into your day, like your breath, your steps, your thoughts, your small daily actions. Fluency is not built in a single moment of inspiration. Fluency is built in moments of repetition. Small, gentle, intentional repetition. So let's build that flow together. Imagine your day as a long path. From the moment you wake up to the moment you close your eyes at night, your path is filled with tiny spaces, little pockets of time where English can live. These spaces don't need preparation. They don't need books. They don't need a perfect environment. They simply need awareness. When you wake up, take a moment and say, I start my day with English. Just one sentence. A soft mental reminder. A signal to your brain that English is part of your identity now. When you're brushing your teeth, look in the mirror for a second and whisper in your mind, English grows with me. When you put on your shoes, when you step outside, when you begin walking, say quietly to yourself, I move with English. These are not just sentences. These are anchors. Mental anchors that keep your connection to the language alive, steady, warm, and active. This is what the everyday flow feels like. It's light. It's natural. It's effortless. You're not studying, you're living. You're weaving English into your life one moment at a time. Now, listen carefully to this next part, because it may change the way you think about fluency forever. Your brain learns languages through exposure, through repeated contact with sounds, patterns, intonation, rhythm, structure. The more your brain hears the language, the more familiar it becomes. And the more familiar it becomes, the less it resists. This is why daily English, even 5 minutes of it, is more powerful than studying once a week for hours. Fluency grows through consistency, not through intensity. Consistency is gentle. Consistency is patient. Consistency is forgiving. Consistency is what rewires the brain. So let's build your consistency right here, right now. Repeat after me. In your mind. English is part of my day. English is part of my mind. English moves with me. Let these sentences vibrate quietly inside you. Let them take root. Because the truth is this: you don't need to push yourself to learn English. You don't need to pressure yourself. You don't need to be perfect. You simply need to stay close to the language. Stay close to it the way you stay close to light, the way you stay close to warmth, the way you stay close to anything that brings growth. Now imagine this scene. You are sitting on a bus, or standing in line at a store, or waiting for your food, or resting on your couch after a long day. Everyone around you is busy with something. Some are looking at their phones. Some are lost in thought. Some are talking. Some are tired. But you take a quiet moment, a soft breath, and you repeat one sentence in English. Just one. Something like, "I'm improving," or "I'm learning," or "My English is growing with time." That small moment, that tiny decision, is what separates those who dream from those who build. Fluency belongs to those who show up every day, even in the smallest ways. And today, you're showing up. Right now, you're showing up. By listening, by paying attention, by letting English flow into you. This is commitment. A quiet, steady commitment. Not loud, not dramatic, not stressful. Just real. Now let's deepen your flow with a short guided practice. I want you to imagine that English is a river, a calm, clear river, and you are standing next to it. You touch the water with your hand. You feel its coolness, its softness, its clarity. You don't need to jump in. You don't need to swim. You just need to touch it every day. That touch is your daily routine. That simple contact is your fluency training. Now repeat with me again, softly, gently. I learn every day. I grow every day. My English flows through my life. Good. These sentences are your foundation for today. They are the doors through which your English enters. They are the seeds that will grow into fluency. And remember what I told you earlier. Every difficult word you hear in this section is waiting for you in the vocabulary list. You don't need to stop. You don't need to worry. Just follow the sound. Follow the rhythm. Follow the flow. You're doing exactly what you should be doing. You're building your daily English mindset. You're reshaping your relationship with the language. You're creating an environment where English can grow naturally and quietly inside you. And now, you are ready for the final part of today's episode, the part where everything comes together. Your intention, your flow, your commitment, your connection to English, your next step. Let's continue. As we reach the end of today's journey, take one final, slow breath. And let everything we explored settle gently inside your mind. You've listened with intention. You've stayed present. You've allowed the language to move through you, to shape you, to remind you of something important. Fluency grows in the quiet moments just as much as in the big ones. Today wasn't about rules. It wasn't about memorizing. It wasn't about pressure. Today was about connection. Your connection to English, your connection to yourself, your connection to the small daily efforts that build something powerful over time. And right now, your foundation is stronger than it was when we began. You took your second step, a real step, a meaningful step, a step that deepens your relationship with English. Not through force, not through stress, but through presence, through rhythm, through flow. Before we close, repeat these lines with me one more time, softly, calmly, with awareness. I learn every day. I grow every day. My English flows through my life. Good. Let those words be your guide for the rest of today, for tomorrow, and for every day that follows. Because this journey is just beginning. And the most beautiful part? You're not walking it alone. You're walking it with us, with this community, with this pod, with this growing space where English becomes more natural, more familiar, more alive. And in the next episode, we go deeper. We open new doors. We explore new layers of your fluency, layers that connect your mind, your voice, and your confidence. For now, feel proud of yourself. Feel steady. Feel connected to your progress. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving yourself this time. Thank you for taking this second step with presence and intention. This is Prime English Pod, and I'm Ethan. If you have any questions, any ideas, any thoughts you want to share, leave them in the comments. I read them, I listen, I care. And until the next episode, stay curious, stay consistent, and keep your English flow alive. We love you all. See you in the next episode.